Recently, I finished reading this book right here, Tiny Habits by B.J. Fogg, and I find it is very interesting to learn about the behavior design that the author introduced, and I find it is very practical in helping us to find the habit that we should be building and how can we actually build it. Here are the steps in behavior design, and we will go through each of them in this video. Step number 1, clarify aspiration. Aspiration is like your desire, something you hope to achieve. We need to find our direction first. For example, I want to be more productive, I want to sleep better, I want to lose weight, or maybe I want to reduce my stress. You see, you cannot achieve any of this overnight. But before you find the behavior and the habits that you want to build, you need to know your direction first. You need to know where you are heading first. But don't confuse aspiration over behaviors. Behaviors are like switch off your phone, turn off the TV, eat an apple. Something that you can do at any given time. Aspiration is something that you wish to achieve in the long run. So first step, you need to identify your aspiration first. In this video, I am going to use reduce my stress as the example. Step number 2, explore behavior options. Now, we already identify our aspiration. Then we need to explore what are the behaviors that could help us achieve our aspiration. Behavior is something that you can do, no matter it is a one-time action or maybe it is a habit that you need to build over time. We need to come up with 10 or more behaviors that could actually help us achieve our aspiration. For my example, reduce my stress. These are the behaviors that I can think of. For you, you could have a different aspiration. So you need to think about the behaviors that can help you achieve your aspiration. Now, don't think about how you can do it, alright? Just write down as many behaviors as you can think of, as long as it can help you achieve your aspiration. Step number 3, match with specific behaviors. Now, maybe you have written down 10 behaviors, 15, or even 20 behaviors. It is kind of crazy if you try to do it all at once, right? So we need to select specific behaviors to start with. How can we do this? Now, you need to select 5 behaviors that you believe would be highly effective in helping you to achieve your aspiration. Don't think about whether it is easy to do or it is hard to do. Focus on highly effective. Select 5 highly effective behaviors. Okay, now once you make your selection, from the 5 highly effective behaviors, you choose the behaviors that you believe it is easy for you to do and the behaviors that you can do it right now. For example, for me to reduce my stress, these are the 5 highly effective behaviors for me. Okay, alright, now then I narrow down to 3 specific behaviors, which is read book, write a journal, and also do exercise every day. I find these are the behaviors that I can do it right now and then it is easy for me to do. Whereas to change my job, yes, if I can get to a better workplace, it would definitely help me reduce my stress, but it is too risky for me to do it right now. Secondly, body massage every week. Yes, body massage do help me relax my body. I tried it before, but this would increase my cost of living. So these are the behavior that I cannot do it right now. So I will stick to these 3 behaviors. So once you have selected the specific behaviors, the author called this the golden behaviors. Okay, before we move into step 4, it is very interesting to see the behavior design that introduced by the author. You see, we choose our aspiration. We identify our aspiration first, and then we build the behavior around the aspiration. It is much better this way than we simply choose some random positive habit to build without direction, without knowing where we are heading to. With aspiration, it brings a sense of meaning whenever we do it. Okay, now, we already have our golden behaviors. Let's move to the next step. Step number 4, start tiny. For us to perform a new behaviors, for us to build a new habits, we need to make it easy, because when we're trying to do something new, which means this is not something that we usually do, this is not something that we do it regularly. Now look at my golden behaviors. In the beginning, I only read 2 pages a day. Alright, I only write 4 to 5 sentences every day, and I only do 10 minutes of exercise every single day. Then I find it is very easy for me to do, and I can do it every single day. The key here is consistency. But if you tell yourself, I want to read 2 hours a day, I want to write a full-page journal every day, I want to do 2 hours of exercise every single day, then it is very hard for you to do, especially this is something new, this is something that you are trying to build, alright? So you need to remember that, make it easy, Start tiny and then let the habit stick and then you grow from there. Now look at my golden behaviors again, alright? Now I can read 20 pages a day. I can write a full page journal if I want to. I do 40 minutes of exercise. You see, now I have already raised my intensity, but this is not my starting point, alright? My starting point is 2 pages a day. So remember, make it easy, start tiny, let the habit stick first and then you grow from there. Step number 5, find a good prompt. The author mentioned that no prompt, no behavior. Prompt is like a cue. Something has to trigger you to take action. For example, if I want to read my book is my cue. So what I did is every morning I'll place my book on my work desk. So whenever I saw the book, it will triggers me and remind me that, hey, you need to read me. In short, you need to design your environment. Depending on your behaviors, you need to identify your cue so that it is visible and available to you at all times. You need to design your environment that way. If for whatever reason, you cannot design your space, you cannot design your environment, there is another method that the author introduced. That is anchor. Anchor is the existing habit and routine that you already have. For example, brush teeth, taking shower, wash your face, taking breakfast, lunch or dinner. So these are the things that we've already been doing every single day, and this is very reliable. For example, I will read my book every morning when I'm having my breakfast. So the breakfast is something that prompts me to start reading my book. So I build the new habits around the anchor, around the habits that I already been doing. And remember, no prompt, no behaviors. Something has to trigger you. You need the cue to trigger you to take action. So it's either you build your environment so that the cue is visible and available to you at all times, or you use the anchor method. Step number 6, celebrate successes. This is what most people overlook. It's like, I'm not gonna celebrate every time I finish reading my book, every time I finish writing my journal, or every time I finish doing 10 minutes of exercise. It is like very funny, right? It's not like I win any competition or what, but you need to celebrate every successful attempt you have so that it creates the positive and powerful emotion in you to keep you motivated. Think about when you're playing video games, alright? The early stage of the video game, it is very easy for you. They're designed that way so that you feel successful when you are winning. Alright, so when you're winning, what you do? You keep on doing. It will keep you motivated to go further and further. So for us, when we perform a certain behavior, when we're able to stick with our habits, you need to celebrate it so that it will create the powerful emotion in us. We feel successful, then we will keep on going and going and going. So that's it for this video. I hope my video today can help you find the behaviors and the habit that you should be building and start building them today. It is very meaningful that we build our behaviors and habits around the aspiration, because whenever we do it, we feel that sense of meaningful. Alright, there is a reason, there is a direction. We are not simply building a habit just because it is a positive habit. With this behavior model, with this behavior design, it is more than simply building a habit. If you want to learn more about behavior design, behavior model, make sure you check out this book, Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg. What I cover in this video is only a very small portion inside this book. Be sure to check out this book. Alright, thanks for watching. If you love the video, give me a thumbs up, share to your friends and family, and consider giving me a subscribe so that I can continue to spread the positivity and the little knowledge I have to the people out there. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
So many heartbreaks, goes back to 2014, and I think that she knows it. And if you've seen her, I know that you would be